Margaret of France, Duchess of Berry, was the daughter of King Francis I of France and Claude, Duchess of Brittany. Biography. Early life. Margaret was born at the Château de Saint-Germain-en-Laye on 5 June 1523, the youngest daughter and child of King Francis I of France and Claude, Duchess of Brittany. Margaret was very close to her paternal aunt, Marguerite de Navarre, who took care of her and her sister Madeleine during her childhood, and her sister-in-law Catherine de Medici. Near the end of 1538, her father and Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor, agreed that Margaret should marry Charles's son, the future Philip II of Spain. However, the agreement between Francis and Charles was short-lived and the marriage never took place. On the 29th of April 1550, at the age of 26, she was created sui jure Duchess of Berry. Marriage. Shortly before her 36th birthday, a marriage was finally arranged for her by her brother King Henry II of France and her former suitor Philip II as part of the terms stipulated in the Treaty of Cateau-Cambrésis, which was signed by the ambassadors representing the two monarchs on 3 April 1559. The husband selected for her was Philip's ally, Emmanuel Philibert, Duke of Savoy, Prince of Piedmont. At the time, Margaret was described as having been a spinster lady of excellent breeding and lively intellect. The wedding took place in tragic circumstances. On the 30th of June, just 3 days after her marriage contract had been signed, King Henry was gravely injured during a tournament celebrating the wedding of his eldest daughter Elizabeth to the recently widowed King Philip. A lance wielded by his opponent, the Count of Montgomery, accidentally struck his helmet at a point beneath the visor and shattered. The wooden splinters deeply penetrated his right eye and entered his brain. Close to death, but still conscious, the king ordered that his sister's marriage should take place immediately, for fear that the Duke of Savoy might profit from his death and renege on the alliance. The ceremony did not take place in Notre Dame Cathedral as had been planned. Instead, it was a solemn, subdued event conducted at midnight on the 9th of July in St. Paul's, a small church not far from the Tournelles Palace where Margaret's dying brother was ensconced. Among the few guests was the French Queen Consort Catherine de Medici, who sat by herself, weeping. King Henry died the following day. Children. Margaret and her husband had only one surviving child, Charles Emmanuel I of Savoy, who was born in January 1562, when Margaret was 38 years of age. He later married Infanta Catherine Michelle of Spain, the daughter of King Philip, by his marriage to Margaret's niece, Elizabeth of Valois. Death. Margaret died on 14 September 1574 at the age of 51. She was buried in Turin at the Cathedral of St. Giovanni Battista. Ancestry.